Yes, honey. I'm loving this silver, gray, lavender, whatever color you want to call it. It has a hint of lavender in there. I make this unit for one of my clients, but let's go ahead and get started. Make sure you subscribe first. Um, so I got this hair from She's Happy Hair out in Houston, Texas. There's a 12-inch closure, a 14, 16, and 18-inch bundles. The first two colors I'm showing you is Storm. I got all of these products from Sally, all of these colors from Sally's. The next colors is violet, gray, and lavender. Like I said, she wanted a hint of color on her that silver. She just didn't want it to be just plain silver, so I decided to add those two colors. The last two is titanium, because I'm trying to add some dimensions to it. And then this color is for her roots, so that we can, have some life in there. I use Aussie Moist conditioner and also the Shimmer Lights shampoo for gray or blonde hair, and then I use the 30 volume developer. Of course, you need your dome cap, scissors, comb, all that stuff for the wig part, but that has nothing to do with this part. This is only for the coloring. Before we get started, make sure that you have clicked the subscribe button and like, comment, and share. So please excuse my hands. They're really ashy right now because I've been washing them over and over again because of the products that's been getting on my hands. So first I went ahead and mixed up a little bit of that intense neutrals with 30 volume developer. I use maybe about half of the tube and just mix it up with the rest of whatever left in that bottle so I can start working on the roots. So what I'm about to do next, I actually saw it from another video, another YouTube video. I can't remember which one, but she used Got to Be Glued on her closure. So what she did was basically brush Got to Be Glued all over the back part of her closure so that she wouldn't have to go back in and bleach her knots, because the knots are already bleached. So to keep it from bleeding through and you having like these super dark roots or super dark knots, what she did was basically brush on Got to Be Glued. And I was like, wow, let me try that out. So that's what I'm doing here, and I'm blow drying it out. And yeah, so once I blow dry it out, I basically start combing through and making parts, combing through, brushing on this color. So that's basically it. I do a really small portion, like small parts, small sections, and my hand is so ashy. I'm so embarrassed. Oh well, y'all are getting the real. So yeah, I just brush it and add this color onto the roots. And at first, honestly, it looked a little weird because it didn't look like it blended well. But I was gonna go back and add a little bit darker color, but I was like, man, this looks so bomb. I don't want to change anything about this wig or this unit. If you want me to make you a unit, just make sure that you go to my Instagram, follow your girl, and just communicate with me via Instagram or any social media sites. I have a Facebook page also, so you guys can go ahead and like the page and yeah, just get in contact with me. I cannot wait till my client tries on this unit. Her birthday is actually Thursday, and I'm so excited for her to slide this bad boy on. But yeah, so I'm going through coloring the roots of this hair because, like, honestly guys, when y'all sit there and buy this bleach hair, like this bleach blonde hair, now you know your roots are not, like, your hair is not coming out your roots this color. Like, come on now, let's be honest. So I finished up that closure, and now I'm going to start working on the 14-inch hair. So of course the other two bundles are going to be at the bottom, but this one is going to be at the top. So I decided to go ahead and color the roots of this 14-inch so that it will all just blend like perfectly. And so this little method I did was just it's a little lazy, but it still came out perfectly. just going through, I had the weft split in half, and then I bleached one side and then flipped it over. I'm sorry, not bleached. I colored one side and then flipped it over and colored the other side. And I just, yeah, see, it all worked out pretty fine. And if you notice, my closure is already getting pretty dark. So yeah, I'm just going through. You see, I didn't even waste a lot of products. Baby, I'm not about to waste my money. So everything in this little container is going to be used. Yeah, so I'm basically just rolling it up and coloring it that way. I was trying not to make a mess everywhere. So, and then any little parts that I saw that, you know, needed some color, I just basically did that. So now here's the fun part. So what I did was I went ahead and opened up, I think that's Storm, or no, Titanium. So I put the 2 entire tubes of titanium in this one container, and then I squeezed in a little bit of, I can't remember which one I squeezed. Let me see. Yeah, see, I was trying to decide. Which one did I use? Oh, it had to be lavender. So I squeezed in like a little bit of lavender. And so I did about 14 pumps of conditioner, and I'm actually going to go back and add some more conditioner because I wanted it, see, I wanted it to make sure that I had enough for it to go over all of the bundles, because this color isn't cheap, honey. So, and she didn't want any like harsh color. So I basically mixed that on up, and then I went in with my other 2 colors, which were my, it's either Titanium or Storm, y'all. I can't remember right now. Yeah, so I put the 2 entire tubes of it, and then I added the violet gray, and then did 14 pumps of conditioner in that one. Yep. So I went ahead and mixed those 2 up, and you can tell the different colors. So exactly what you see in the bowl is how it's going to come out on the hair. And I basically took turns. Well, I went in with one row and just did all of that light gray, or that violet gray, and just brushed it all over this hair. And I flipped it over and did the same thing on the other side. So it'll kind of be like highlighted through, if that makes sense. And then, yep, brushed it all throughout the hair. Just, you know, y'all, I really got lazy, I ain't gonna lie. And I was like, forget this. So then I went in with that darker. You see, it's that Storm color. The Storm mixed with that little bit of that lavender, just to give it that little color. I'm just trying to add some definition in there. So I just mix it on in and just try to make sure that every piece of hair was getting touched with some color. That is so important, especially if you have blonde hair. You have to make sure that each strand gets coated in this color, because if not, you're going to notice and you're going to see it, and it looks a hot ass mess. Excuse my language. So, yeah, so and you can tell, like, I'm trying to get this color right. And I actually went to go get my comb, because I'm like, no, I have to make sure that I'm just working it through with the comb, just working it through. So what I did was I noticed that some colors weren't, you know, some pieces didn't have color on it. So I was like, man, forget this. I'm about to just work this with my hands. Like, I need these bundles to be coated with color. So basically, you can see I went the little, that was all cute and stuff with this brush, but it wasn't working. Like, I need every piece to get coated. So I basically did that with this bundle of hair, and yeah, I did the same thing with the last 2 bundles, except on the 14-inch, since it did still have that color on there, I made sure that I was super careful with it, especially because I didn't want it to just, that dark color to bleed everywhere on the bundles of hair. So same thing, adding this light color throughout like, it's basically little parts of it. Add in a light color, that lighter shade, sorry, and then I flip it over, do the light shade, and then do the dark, and then do the dark color. I actually started working on my closure in the middle of working on this next bundle. I figured the closure is the first thing you see, so I wanted the closure to really be, worked in, but I basically took turns with the dark color, the light shade. Like, it's so easy, y'all. After I coated all of these bundles with this color, like, I worked it through, y'all, like, really worked it through, because I wanted to make sure that each bundle had some color on it, or not each bundle, but each strand had color on it. This is actually me working on the closure on the side. Sorry you couldn't see it, but yeah. I used my combed it through and kept going. After I actually set this color on the hair overnight, just to make sure that each strand had the color just worked through. So I set it, I put it actually in a little baggie, and I set it overnight, and then the next day I shampooed with the Shimmer Lights shampoo, and I conditioned it with my Aussie Moist. It had already had conditioner on there, so it's pretty soft and bouncy, and I made the wig, and this is how it came out. So I hope you like my video. Please like, comment, subscribe. You can follow me on Instagram and Facebook, and just keep up to date with me, y'all. Thanks for watching.